Monsters to me one more time, bro gamer. And as you guys know, this week in Pokemon Go, we're gonna be having some raids as our Mega Garchomp, Cresselia. We'll also be having Heatran and finally Shadow Articuno, of course, in the weekends. So, guys, let's start this little guide on how to defeat these Pokemons. I mean, at least Mega Garchomp and also Shadow Articuno because the other two Pokemons that are gonna be featured in raids, Cresselia and also Heatran, we've already covered them in previous videos. So let's start. Shadow Articuno is a ice and flying type Pokemon. Its shiny has already been released in Pokemon Go a long time ago, as same as this Pokemon. I think it came out in 2019, if I'm not sure. But that really doesn't matter, guys. Now we're fighting the Shadow version of it. And of course, this Pokemon is a little bit stronger because it's gonna be dealing more damage with the basic attacks and also the charge attack. So, as this Pokemon is a ice and flying type Pokemon, we're gonna be very careful with the rock type Pokemon specifically because we're double vulnerable against this typing. Then we have electric type, fire type, and steel type. And yeah, these are basically the weaknesses of this Pokemon. And now we have here the ground type Pokemons, bug type Pokemons, and grass type Pokemons that are basically the strengths that we have. So let's see the stats of this Pokemon. We have a max CP of 3450, a attack of 192, a defense of 236, and finally a stamina of 207. Okay, so in general, this Pokemon has a really good stats. Of course, it does because it's a legendary Pokemon, and most legendary Pokemon have good stats. So, yeah, the attack is a little bit, I won't say low, but for it to be a legendary, I was expecting it to have more attack. The defenses are really good, to be honest, and the stamina is also good. So, in general, it's a Pokemon that is gonna be lasting a long if you use it in PvP and also in raids. It's gonna deal a good amount of damage and it's gonna resist a lot of attacks, guys. So it's very good, this Pokemon. Uh, in order to have the weather boost, we'll have to be in the snow weather and also the windy weather. Both weathers are very rare, to be honest. And but yeah, guys, this was just a random fact. Let's see the attacks. So as fast attacks it can have Ice Shard and also Frost Breath. And as charge moves, it can have Ice Beam, Blizzard, Ancient Power, Icy Wind, Hurricane. This one is a legacy move. Then we have Frustration and also Triple Axle. To be honest, I had no idea that Articuno can have Triple Axle, guys. And this attack is really good, not only for PvP, but also for raids. But it's mostly good for PvP because this attack, it has a chance to higher the attack stats, and that's very good when you have this moveset, for example, Frostbreath, that this attack is very fast, and if you keep adding more percentage of attack, that's gonna be doing really good against Pokemon that are ground and also dragon type. For example, Mega Garchomp, of course. Also, we can be a good Pokemon, I mean, a good counter against Mega Rayquaza. But yeah, mostly Pokemon that are very relevant in Master League. So yeah, that's a good thing to have. Yes, so in general, the best moveset for this Pokemon will be Frostbreath and Triple Axle if you're gonna use it as an Ice type. But if you're gonna use it as a flying type, I will recommend you guys to use Frostbreath. And also we have Hurricane, but this one is a legacy move, so I'm not really sure how much people might have it. But if you're lucky and if you have this legacy move, you're more than welcome to use it, guys. Best counter for this Pokemon either in raids and also PvP would be Shadow Rampardos, Shadow Rhyperior, Mega Diancie, Mega Tyranitar, the regular Rampardos, Mega Aerodactyl, and finally Shadow Tyranitar. Of course, all these Pokemon have the rock type moves as fast attacks and also rock type charge moves as charge attack. So yeah, for example, this one has Smackdown and Rock Slide. Smackdown and here Rock Wrecker. Then Mega Diancie has Rock Tron, Rock Slide, Mega Tyranitar, Smackdown, and Sonage. Here the Rampardos has again once again Smackdown and Rock Slide. Mega Aerodactyl has Rock Tron and Rock Slide. And finally Shadow Tyranitar, Smackdown, and Stonage. Okay guys, so if you're gonna use Articuno for PvP, I would recommend you guys to be very careful with this Pokemon because a lot of the Pokemon that I mentioned here, the counter for Articuno, they're very used in PvP, mostly in in the Master League guys. So you have to be very careful. For example, Mega Tyranitar is always in PvP guys, and you have to be very careful. That's it. So yeah, get ready with your Pokemon to defeat this Shadow Articuno raid. Get your Rock type Pokemons, and I wish you so much luck, guys, in getting a good Articuno. Okay, let's keep going and let's go to the next Pokemon. Okay, guys, so at second place we have Mega Garchomp. Mega Garchomp is a Mega Evolution, of course. It is a Dragon and also Ground type Pokemon. This Pokemon is from the sixth generation of Pokemon, and as it is Dragon and Ground type Pokemon, it's gonna be weak against Ice type Pokemons, Dragon type Pokemons, Fairy type Pokemons, and that's it. Basically, the type that you're gonna use to defeat this Pokemon will be Ice type Pokemons because it's double effective against Mega Garchomp. So take that in mind. This Pokemon is gonna be very resistant to electric type Pokemons, fire type Pokemons, poison type Pokemons, and finally rock type Pokemons, guys. Let's see the stats. So Mega Garchomp has a max CP of 6132, a attack of 339, a defense of 222, and finally stamina of 239. Okay, so in general it's very good. It has enough defense and stamina to spam a lot of attack, and as it has a high attack, like it's so high this attack, guys, it's gonna be dealing a lot of damage. So if you're gonna be fighting against this Pokemon in PvP, guys, you have to be very careful. Here the weather bows, we can get them by having the windy weather and also the sunny weather. Now let's take a look to the attacks. So as fast attacks, it has Mudshot, Dragon Tail, and as charged move, it has Earthquake, Fire Blast, Sand Thump, Outrage, and finally Earth Power. This last one is a legacy move, guys. In general, the best moveset for this Pokemon would be Dragon Tail and also Outrage. But if you guys are going to use this Mega Garchomp as a ground type Pokemon, I would recommend you guys to use Mudshot and also Earth Power. I know this last one is a legacy move. You would have never been able to get it if you didn't play the community days and also other events at the moon as the Lunar New Year event that we had like some weeks ago. But if you have it, you guys use it. It's gonna be very good. If you don't have it, then you can use Earthquake, and that would be a very good option if you're playing raids. But if you're playing PvP, Sand Thumb would be a very good option because I know this attack that doesn't deal that much damage, but it allows you to lower the defenses of the enemy's Pokemon, and that's a really good advantage. So take that in mind, guys. Now let's see which ones are the best counters for this Pokemon in PvP and also raids. Okay, guys, so as you can see here, the best counters for this Pokemon, Mega Garchomp, would be Shadow Mamoswine, Shadow Weavile, Galarian Standard Modern Money 10, Then we have Excalibur, Shadow Mewtwo, Mamoswine, and also Mega Rayquaza. Most of these Pokemons are Ice type Pokemon because these Pokemons are very effective against Mega Garchomp. Here we have Shadow Mamoswine. This is a really good Pokemon. I know that a lot of people have it because we've had a lot of events of this Pokemon in previous years and also this same year. Swinub is a Pokemon that you can easily get by just going out. You can spawn in the wild, and it's very easy to get. Then we also have Shadow Weavile, and as we had this Sinnoh tour this last weekend, I'm pretty sure that you guys were able to get some good Sneasels to defeat this Pokemon. Then we also have Galarian Darmanitan. Okay, this one is a very tricky because if I'm not sure, we can only get him by catching X, so that's a little bit complicated. Then we have Baxcalibur. Okay, this one is very hard to find. If I'm honest, guys, I don't even have the first face of this Pokemon. I think I've seen it once in the wild, but I wasn't able to catch it. So if you're lucky and have this Pokemon, you better use it, guys. Then we have Shadow Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and also Ice Beam. And Ice Beam is actually a legacy move from Mewtwo. So if you didn't play any raids of Mewtwo and were able to get any Mewtwo's with Ice Beam, well, that's a shame. But if you were able to get it, then you better use it, guys. I mean, and it's not only about playing the raid and getting the Ice Beam as a charge attack, but also getting the shadow form, guys. This is gonna make a huge difference because it's gonna be dealing more damage. So yeah, guys, if you guys have this Pokemon, it's gonna be a good counter for Mega Garchomp. And finally, we have Mega Rayquaza with Dragon Tail and Outrage. This Pokemon, at least I don't have the Mega Evolution because I didn't play any raids of it, but I know that most people played these raids of this Pokemon and they were able to get energy to Mega Evolve Rayquaza. So guys, that's something good. Use this Pokemon. So yeah, these are the two raids that I was going to talk about, guys. Let me know in the comments if you like the raids. Also, if you guys already have Mega Garchomp and Shadow Articuno, please like the video, subscribe, guys, and also share with your friends. Thank you one more time for watching my videos and see you next time, guys. Bye.